a beginner lash artist, you definitely want to stay tuned because I will be sharing with you the top 9 tips on how you can become an amazing lash artist. Number 1 is that we need to start off strong. Other than already knowing how to apply lashes, I hope you've done the course before. If not, go to lashtribe.com.au. We have an array of courses and have trained over 4,370 people worldwide. Apart from that, these are the tips that I want to share with you now. So starting off strong means number 1, to prep your area for success. If you don't have a very functioning good workstation and everything is just kind of cluttered and flying around the place, you're going to make your brain go nuts and not able to focus and apply lashes very well. So make sure your station is well organized and also away from distractions. I would never recommend you work if you are working from home. And I started working from home. I worked from home for like 4 years out of my garage. However, I would not recommend you have a workstation set up somewhere in a room with dogs running around or kids screaming and somewhere in the kitchen or something like that, right? So have it in a great spot dedicated for lashes and make sure the area is clean and organized, because that will help you be successful straight away because your brain will be more organized as well. Part of starting off strong is also to prep the client's eyelash extensions. Now I have separate videos on that on YouTube, so I'm not going to go into depth, but correct preparation is so important. Otherwise, we're not adhering the lashes to a clean surface. We're adhering it to dirt or makeup or debris, so they're going to fall off and not last very long. Use a foaming cleanser like our cleanser that we have in the Lash Tribe shop. And then also apply our hydrating under eye pads to make sure the bottom lashes are secured. Tip number 2 is to select the perfect eyelash extensions for your clients. Now, there is such a huge array of eyelash extensions. There's clover lashes, flat lashes, ellipse lashes, fans that are pre-made, fans you hand create, 0.03 to 0.01, 2, whatever, you have it all, too many lashes, right? So you need to really learn how to differentiate between different eye types, the shapes, the lash health levels of the clients, because you need to make sure you actually apply eyelash extensions that are safe to be carried by the natural lashes. If you are applying lashes that are too heavy, then you can really damage your client's natural lashes and make them fall out, or worse, one day nothing will grow back there. As a beginner, I always recommend you start with the normal classic eyelashes, nothing fancy. They're also the cheapest, and that will give you a really great canvas to work from as well. There's different curls and diameters you should be getting as a beginner. So I recommend you get a C and a D curl, maybe a CC in the start. And then if you're applying classic lashes, I would recommend you get 0.10, 0.12, and 0.15 lashes. The 0.10, for example, stands for the diameter of the eyelash extensions, which is also the thickness essentially. And obviously the thicker the lashes, the heavier the lashes are. I have a separate video which you can find right here, where I talk in depth about eye shapes and styling, because we need to now apply the correct curl to the type of lash client that we have in front of us and their eye shape and what is suitable for them. Tip number 3, isolation. Isolation, one of the most important, if not the most important thing when it comes to eyelash extension application. When we are applying eyelash extensions, imagine this here is the client's natural lash and we're putting an extension on. It's a 1-by-1 application, correct? Now imagine you're not isolating the lashes properly and you only want to ever apply one extension on one natural lash. So assuming you have now 2 natural lashes and you apply one eyelash extension but attach it to both of those lashes, these natural lashes grow at different rates. So which means this extension is stuck to both. So eventually this whole natural lash will be pulled out because something will have to give. This is why isolation is so extremely important. If you're not isolating properly and you're attaching to multiple lashes, you will pull the natural lashes out. The client will hurt and won't return. Tip number 4 is to find the right adhesive that works for you. Now, this is a big topic and I have so many different videos on this on YouTube as well. I put one right here for you. Not every single adhesive will work in certain environments. However, you can make them work for you by upping your temperature, having a colder or hotter room. All of these types of things environmentally can change the way that your adhesive sets, cures or dries. But if you are a beginner, I would recommend you get yourself an adhesive that does not set too fast. Otherwise, by the time you're getting onto the lash and you're picking it up, it might have already dried on the way. So getting a slower adhesive, like a 3 to 4 second drying time, is probably the best. And as an advanced artist, I like to use the fastest adhesives possible because I'm quite fast now and I have a lot of speed, and I don't want to sit there and babysit that lash and wait for it to dry. It is also very important that you learn how to dip your adhesives properly, right? So if you have your eyelash extensions, this part here is the part that will be dipped into the adhesive. And if you're having too much applied, let's say my hand is the adhesive and you see a big blob, the best way to get rid of that is to insert that lash back into the adhesive and you get rid of it. You just want to have little tiny areas kind of raised on the eyelashes. You don't want to have big blobs, otherwise you will get them all stuck together. I highly recommend you practice on a mannequin head first before you move on to a real person. Tip number 6 is to seamlessly blend the eyelash extensions, and as a beginner this might not always happen, so here's a couple of tips on how you can achieve it. Always start with the shorter length in the inner corner and then gradually become longer, and then towards the very outer corner become a little bit shorter again. Usually our outer and inner corner lashes are the weakest, so we do want to be shorter there, and then you can gradually increase. Don't jump by 2 mil or 3 mil at once because you will create like steps in the lash line. You want to have a really nice smooth transition, unless you want to create a really spiky look. Then obviously you go ahead and do that. Now, when it comes to creating smooth dark lines, really this is much more advanced. It's another video for another time. But working in your layers can also really help you achieve that look. But we're not going to get into that today. For any advanced techniques, go to lashtribeacademy.com and have a look at all of our online courses where we teach all that stuff as well. Tip number 7, retention. Retention is a huge topic that I could talk to people about for a whole day, but we don't have the amount of time. Clients want long-lasting sets and we have to give that to them. And as a beginner, this is one of the hardest things to master, because not only is it your application, it's also your angle. Let me show you what I mean. If you have your natural lash and your eyelash extension, which we also call a synthetic lash or SL, natural lash NL, so you have your NL and your SL, and you apply your SL at a weird angle. You can see here now how this is not properly attached and only the belly of the lash is attached. But we want to come in perpendicular. I'll show it to you like this so you can see. So it's really attached all the way and nothing like this. So correct angling of your hands and of your tweezers is imperative for really, really good retention. But it's also important that you work fast enough so that your adhesive doesn't dry on the way to the lash. Now this is where sometimes you think it's attached properly because you're brushing through and it's fine. But then once your client goes home, within 2 days those lashes fall out. And that happens because it has partially dried, but it was still somewhat sticking to the lash for a couple of days. But then because the attachment didn't happen fast enough, that glue that partially dried wasn't strong enough to hold on fully. And then of course, things like preparation of the lashes as well as the client's aftercare, they play a really huge part as well. Tip number 8, growing your lash business. Building a successful lash business requires more than just technical skills. It involves marketing, sales, social media, constant social media posting, making videos showing your face like what I'm doing right now, and advertising your brand, networking, going to industry events, going to other businesses that offer similar services but not exactly the same, and collaborating, joint ventures. So there's so much involved. If you would like to know about our business courses, make sure you get in contact. But so that I give you a little something to take away and actually implement straight away in your business right now, today, the social media channels that I recommend for lash businesses: Instagram, yes, Facebook is still there because you need to have a Facebook account to advertise, and then also TikTok. If you have time for it, also try and do a YouTube channel, because YouTube actually shows up in the search results in Google if people are typing in eyelash extensions near me or eyelash extensions Brisbane, eyelash extensions New York, and some of your YouTube videos that are called eyelash extensions, whatever the person types into Google, and you have used the same keywords and the same title, you will actually show up with a video. So that will really help you as well with the search engine. We're trying to post a reel every day. Facebook Reels are also amazing. They're getting a lot of traction at the moment. TikTok, look, Gary Vaynerchuk, in case you don't know who Gary is, you need to follow him on TikTok and Instagram as well. He says between 3 and 4 TikToks every single day. Not everyone has that much time, so I recommend you record a really long video, just like what I'm doing now, and we're actually going to chop it down into 9 separate little parts, having this one 20-minute video chopped down into 9 videos, winning. And it's also a blog post as well as a podcast, winning again. And on Instagram, I recommend you do your reel every day, and then also do 3 to 5 stories every day and show your face. And my last tip, and tip number 9, is to actually keep learning. I always say, a trainer as myself, I've been training lash artists all over the world since 2016. I am always a student first. I never stop learning, ever. I love it. I strive to learn as much as I can. At the moment, I learn everything about artificial intelligence and using lots of different apps to actually save me time and money, and my team as well. And to also keep up to date with the industry is so important. So by you watching this video, you're already a step ahead of other lash artists. So keep doing other workshops, continue your education online, watch lots of videos on YouTube, TikTok, read blog articles, listen to podcasts that are industry related or business related, and just continuously feed your mind with information that you need to grow as a business owner. And of course, embrace the journey and always have fun doing it. As soon as you feel what you're doing is just work and you don't like doing it, why do it? And of course, if you want to take your own business to the next level or even start lashes, if you're not doing them yet, make sure you check out all of our courses. And if you're interested in business mentoring, because I do one-on-one coaching with businesses where we set up their business from scratch, we work on everything in structure and planning for the whole year, and then every quarter we revisit to make sure that your goals come true. I am an entrepreneur designer by heart, then contact me as well. And if you like this video, let me know in the comments what other kind of videos you would like me to make, what you would like to see in the future. Make sure you turn on the notification bell so you are notified every time I have a new video uploaded. And please subscribe. I mean, subscription would be amazing as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.